Coming up today on YOLO, Texas.
We're so excited because we're backstage with the only metal mariachi band in the world.
We spend so much time in here that we almost live here. It's just because we want people to think that they're almost in our home.
I'm gonna shock you a little bit. I've never had a boba tea.
3, 2, yeah!
This is kind of tiring. How far am I up?
Join us on our trip across Texas.
That you're ready for today because it is the first ever MariARTchi Festival here in Uvalde, and these kinds of events, they really sing to me because it's got music, it's got art, and it's got gritos. Wee! Susan, I am so happy that y'all have brought the mariachi madness here to Uvalde, and it's not mariachi madness, it's MariARTchi. There you go. So who came up with the idea? I think it's brilliant.
Myself and one of my coworkers came up with this idea. We were batting around, how do we get Uvalde more into Hispanic Heritage Month? And we're so close to the border and we love South Texas culture. So we said, let's bring the mariachis out. Let's have some art and just make a big day of it for Uvalde.
So what all will we see when we come out here?
It's a fun-filled day full of all kinds of live mariachi groups from all over South Texas. Vendors all around you, every kind of craft, art, food, boutique item you could want. It's just a great day for you to come out free for the family to just enjoy, be with your neighbors, and celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the spot because there is a competition coming up. It's the grito contest. What are you looking for in a grito?
So if I'm doing a grito, I want a lot of excitement, I want volume, I want just pure enthusiasm, and I want it to be long and loud.
I love it. Well, thank you so much.
Oh yeah, and you can't be at the festival, you cannot be at Mariachi Madness without having your shirt. And then we hope you're sticking around for the concert with MariARTchi tonight, and it'll be just a great night in Uvalde, Texas.
Thank you so much. You always treat us like kings and queens whenever we come out to Uvalde, and I hope everyone sees just how great the community is here in Uvalde. You know, so what I really love about mariachi music is that they're not like any kind of typical band, right? So they have certain instruments that they play. You can see like that big one is a guitarron, and they have the violins, they have the Mexican trumpets, and really it's all coming down to the vocals, and that's what makes it so soulful and so sad but happy. I love it all. I am in my happy place right now. All right, so we're heading down to the grito contest, which I'm gonna be a judge, but they also wanted me to do some kind of like warm-up grito, and I'm a little bit nervous, so I was trying to like practice my gritos, somewhat of a cry, somewhat of a laugh, so it's like, something like that. We'll see, wish you good luck.
How's everybody doing today, this afternoon? Welcome to the Rotary Club Amphitheater for the Affordable Storage Grito Contest. My name is Sergio, and I'll be your host for today. So, I'd like to introduce our judges. She's a television hostess with the mostest, with a love for food, fun, and travel, who knows a thing or two about stage presence and charisma.
Ooh.
From YOLO, Texas, AC. She's gonna kick us off with our Grito Contest. sir. All right, here we go.
All right, so MariARTchi by day, but MariARTchi by night. We're back at the Civic Center to keep the good times rolling. We're so excited to be here because we're backstage with MariARTchi, the only metal mariachi band in the world. But I have to ask, like, how long have y'all been around? What was the inspiration of coming up with a band like this?
Yeah, so the band's been around since around 2009, and it's a little blurry as to how the start was. You know, there was some...
A lot of tequila, a lot of alcohol.
Like any true metal band. But who came up with the idea of combining these two different genres and bringing it together?
Well, we had a lot of friends of ours that, you know, we got together and we would kind of jam out. And so, like, Paco Halen here is a master in both the arts of mariachi and metal. So we had a few sessions where we got together and we were like, hey, what if we just try some different stuff out? And, you know, the wheels were turning and the ideas were bouncing off each other, and that's, you know, kind of how it happened. We shared ideas and it just kind of grew from there.
Okay, so can we get one good solid grito from someone? Sure. If you were to be at the grito competition. Yeah! Thank you guys, good luck tonight. We're so excited to see you and show the world MariARTchi.
Always.
Hey! High fives. Bing, 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 bang, boom. Eso!
Coming up next, a true North Mexican experience right here in Texas.
Every weekend at my family's house, we have carne asadas, and today I have the honor to be invited to a new family's carne asada. Buenos dias, amigos. Thank you so much for inviting me to y'all's beautiful restaurant. Can you tell me more about tu Asador, the idea and the history and the backstory behind all of it?
We are from Monterrey, and you know, this restaurant, the idea came up from we were in COVID, and we were actually all servers before, and when our restaurants closed down, we were like, you know, what are we gonna do? We have to make a living, we have to pay our house. Light bulb. My brother does really good carne asada. We do that every...
Well, y'all were doing carne asadas all the time, though.
Yeah.
Just because they didn't have to work, right? So
yeah, that's
let's just eat. Yeah.
That's all you could do.
So
we would be doing carne asadas and drinking margaritas all day.
Every day. All day, every day.
Because, you know, it was only going to last a couple weeks closure or whatever.
Until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. And then my mom was the one that, well, if y'all are just going to be making carne asada, at least sell it or something, you know? So she, you know, moms, you know, Hispanic moms, they don't want to see you just laying around, you know. And so she was the one that was like, let's, you know, do something, you know.
Meanwhile, whenever we first started, we started during COVID, and I was studying culinary arts at the time.
Okay, wow.
And I would literally be in my class cooking carne asada, like on Zoom.
Yes. So you weren't actually paying attention in class?
No. That's the
he
thing
was actually doing hands-on work.
Yeah, so like, for me, online school was so boring I could not do it. Like, I just couldn't focus. So I was doing carne asada, I wasn't even focusing on my class, but it led to doing something related to that. So it was kind of like a good turnout of what happened.
And I know you're the head chef, so are you gonna prepare something for us to eat while we're hanging out?
I will go make y'all a couple different places y'all can taste them, and
Sweet.
I will be back in a few minutes.
Awesome, sweet, I'm ready to eat.
We got some empalmes de chicharrón, which are very regional dish from northern Mexico, little towns around Monterrey. These are basically 2 corn tortillas that are seasoned with lard, oregano, chile colorado, and a couple other spices.
We definitely want to give off the vibe of like, welcome to our home, because this is literally what we're doing, you know, like instead of being at home doing carne asada, we moved it to a restaurant, and now we're doing a carne asada here.
Yeah.
I guess our plates have a very like mom flavor, because like mom and brother are always in the back making sure that
they're really out in the back cooking.
Oh, yeah.
They're in the back cooking.
Just making sure the recipes are like my mom still to this day is like, nope, this is missing that. No, this is missing, you know,
just
that
dicen las
mom touch.
mamás, like, make it with love. Que la hacen
Oh,
con amor.
yes.
Con amor. If it's not
Oh
made
no,
with
and
love,
she will definitely tell them that. Like, oh no, you were not trying to do this. You were in a rush, or you were, you know, you need to take your time with things so they can taste, you know, 100%, right?
we spend so much time in here that we almost live here, and it's just because we definitely want people to think that like they're almost in our home, and I think that's very important.
We use mesquite wood chips just to give it the slight hint of charcoal, kind of woody flavor. We finish them off on the grill, gives it a very nice sear, nice crust on the outside, while also keeping the flavor intact.
These are the enchiladas regias.
Okay, so the specialty from Monterrey.
From Monterrey, which is the enchiladas that have no sauce and no cheese sauce, or
different from
or
what
chicken.
people might be
yes,
used to.
so it's or like mole, you know.
People are very used to having enchiladas with like rice and beans, but for us, like enchiladas, we're never with rice and beans. It's like potatoes.
Really? So it's in Monterrey, it's not with rice and beans?
No.
Wow.
Yes. The chile piquin is very regional.
Which is
it only grows in certain parts of Mexico where the weather permits it. So it was very hard for us to find it.
So these are little chiles?
Yes. Yeah, and you take a bite with your food. You take a bite of your food. And
Wait, is it really spicy?
Depends on each pepper.
Her face said it all? Okay, so
have a bite of your food, and then as you're chewing your food,
take a bite.
Take the bite of the chile.
It's good. Yes. When you mix it with food, whoo, that picoso, oh my God. It's spicy.
Okay, so what we have here is what we'd like to call the experience. So on our menu, there's a whole section for the experience, which is ordering food like for the table.
Well, that's what my brother used to always do. You know, he would grill the carne asada and then just put it in the center of the table, sliced
like
up for everybody to enjoy.
And then everybody can grab their plate. We want you to have that like carne asada experience where you just put everything on the table, everybody grab their plate, you know, while you're having your conversation or enjoying your party or whatever.
And this is your brother's specialty. This is what takes
we do.
the longest, the process to get that mesquite taste.
Where are you from?
So I'm from here, but my mom's from Piedras Negras, so northern
also from
Coahuila.
So y'all also have carne asada.
Yes, absolutely.
I went to high school in Mexico, so even with our friends, it was like, oh, what are we doing? Like, oh, carne asada or what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring this, I'll bring that, and just everybody kind of brings something.
This beef is amazing. This is just like a carne asada, but we're just like in a different home.
Exactly.
In a new home that we've never been to.
Coming up, we sip some coffee on the island.
You know, when I think of the island, I think of activities, I think of fun, I think of lots of action, but every once in a while, it's nice to just sit back, relax, and chill for a sec. And I hear Karma Coffee has all of that and a little bit more. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me for breakfast today. This is such a great place to be and start my morning. So first things first, what do we have right in front of us?
This is boba tea.
Okay.
Boba tea is kind of a new thing on South Padre Island.
I'm gonna shock you a little bit because after all of my travels with the show, I've never had a boba tea.
Wow.
Explain it to me. What should I know? What should I do?
So this drink, it came from Taiwan. People, United States, people like to explore culture. So they brought it from Taiwan to United States, and it's now part of culture, like American culture, that young people like it.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, 3, 2, boom. Yeah, that was fun. Okay,
So this specific boba tea, what is it that people can order?
So that's a Karmic Sunrise, which has mango flavor, chamoy, and it has mango bobas, which it's popping boba. When you chew it, they pop.
Yeah, I was like, that's a pleasant surprise I got there. This little pop of flavor. I love it. So what else do you guys offer here at Karma Coffee and Bookstore?
Well, obviously we've got our espresso drinks.
That's a pumpkin latte, and she made a leaf for fall. So.
Always on theme. I love it. So how long have you guys been in business and been running the town?
Well, Karma's been on the island for about 4.5 years. This shop is only in its second week.
So what are the different personalities for each of the locations? Because you said you have 2 locations, correct?
So this is Karma Coffee and Books, and then there's Café Karma. This idea kind of morphed out of that one.
Yeah.
That's the shop where we learned how to make coffee and basically how to be in business.
Gotcha.
You know, because we don't really come from a business background. It happened because of a collective effort. You know, we have incredible employees. We have, you know, an amazing partnership.
Yeah.
And we started off with a pretty cool concept, you know, which is just to provide the indie coffee house experience.
Right, yeah.
You know, we're not very fancy, but we're authentic.
This is completely unique. You're thinking you're coming here and you're gonna have a coffee shop, but there's more to it. So when you first walk in, there's actually a bookstore.
Yeah.
So kind of who came up with the idea and why bring it here to the island of all places?
Well, I'm a writer and a book lover, and when it was time to open a second business, I said, I'm not going to do another business unless it has a bookstore. We wanted this bookstore to be a place of discovery. You know, it's not big enough where we can feature every book ever published, but we wanted something that would give people something they didn't expect.
I love it. I love that. I think this is what the island needed. I know also at the other location at Café Karma, you also have food and crepes and stuff like that. So what is something that we should look forward to if we're going to be going over there?
I think crepes are right. Yeah.
Okay, is there a specific crepe that we should order?
Helene.
What's inside of it?
Strawberries, Nutella, and a really nice homemade batter with a touch of sugar and vanilla.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to enjoy. I'm going to take a look around. I'd love to explore some new authors. I'm always looking for a good read. So
Yeah,
I appreciate you guys taking the time. Cheers. Congratulations.
Cheers.
Are you ready to rock? Find out what Valerie's up to after the break.
Jackie, why did you bring me here to go rock climbing if I'm scared of heights?
You're gonna love it.
Oh my gosh, please wish me luck, send me good vibes because I'm going to need it.
You're gonna do fine, YOLO, right?
Adam, thank you so much for, inviting us out here to Reimer's Ranch. I'm nervous but excited to rock climb, but before we get into it, can you tell me more about Rockabout?
Rockabout was started in 2001 by Rick Watson and Kirk Holliday. I started guiding for them in 2009 and then bought the company in 2011, so I've been guiding for almost 13 years. I'm an American Mountain Guides Association certified rock guide, so I'm certified at the highest level to guide in rock. I'm a single pitch instructor provider, so I teach and instruct new instructors. The courses we offer, obviously for beginner, the next level would be like a lead climbing or sport climbing course. And that's, our goal is to teach people how to go out and climb on their own, So lead climbing is where climb up for a little ways, be protected, and climb up a little higher with your partner, your belayer.
What's the process before you actually do the rock climbing?
We'll need to get what gear you may not have. In a beginner thing, we want to get you shoes, harness, helmet, and get ready to climb. We get all that together, water, food, whatever you need in the parking lot, and go down to the climbing area, and then we'd do a little bit of safety, training before we start climbing.
What are some tips and tricks that you can give me, because I've never been rock climbing before, and I'm also scared of heights.
You're scared of fear of falling from heights, right? So we definitely advise learning to trust the systems that we're showing you. As far as climbing goes, the best thing you can do is most of your upward movement be with your legs. So this is really a leg and core centric sport.
So rock climbing here at Reimers Ranch, what's so special about it? Because I know you guys offer rock climbing courses in different locations.
Sure. Here at Reimers, is special one because you know, it's such an awesome resource close to Austin. You can still be near Austin but have, you know, this kind of vast landscape that you don't get in town, you know.
I'm excited. Hopefully I don't get nervous and I'm not stuck up there, but I'm ready to
awesome. Yeah, let's
get ready and start rock climbing.
You're gonna ask me a question. You're gonna say, on belay.
On belay.
Right. It's like saying, are you ready? Are you ready
On belay,
to belay?
okay.
Right?
On belay to get on, off belay to get off.
Nice, there you go. As you're climbing, use your legs to drive yourself upward. Remember, high steps are harder to stand up on than shorter steps.
This is kind of tiring. How far am I up? Just kidding.
Focus on the foot though. The foot is your main focus.
Okay.
There you go. Drive up on that foot again.
Oh my gosh, this is a workout, y'all. I did it. Let's do it. Adam, that was incredible. Thank you so much for teaching me all about rock climbing. I will definitely be coming back.
Awesome. Thank you, Val, for coming. You did great.
Thank you. Let's do it again?
Yeah.
Awesome.